Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekend reading vlog. I am very excited for this new weekend. I did not have a great week at school. I was kind of running all over the place trying to get everything done and didn't have enough time to get everything done. We did have two teachers training day this week, one for the eclipse and the other one today, Friday. And yeah, not much has been done. I was stuck in traffic for the eclipse and then wasted like half of my day there. And in the morning, when I was supposed to get stuff done, I only got like stuff ready for the school's daycare program to be able to watch the eclipse on a screen. That's all I did. So like nothing on my to-do list. And then today we had some training in the afternoon, and this morning I did not do much either. I was onto like mostly one task that took me so much time to finish. I was laminating and cutting paper, laminated paper, and that took me like hours to do. And I did get some emails sent and dealt with, but that's pretty much it for me. So yeah, I still have a lot of things on my to-do list. That's going to be a problem for me next week because I'm not doing anything school related during the weekend. Anyways, yeah, I'm kind of tired. I haven't read that much this week either, but this weekend I still have a lot that I need to get done because I'm going to the book convention tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm probably not going to be buying a lot of books for myself, more for my son because the books there are in French and I don't really read in French. I did find a couple of books for me last year there. I'm probably going to get myself like the third book of the series, the middle grade YA series that a friend of mine did write. So probably one of those books for me, and then the rest is gonna be for my son, obviously. But it's gonna be some fun time. Oh yeah, I also had like this book last year that I still haven't read, which is a Frida Kahlo book written by an author from Quebec. And she's also a famous actress, and she's amazing. And I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited. Like clockwork, every time he hears me talking in English, he knows that I'm sitting down and filming in front of my camera. Yeah, I know, baby. So yeah, that's tomorrow, and then we're gonna go tomorrow morning early-ish because my husband is gonna come with us, and we're trying to go when there's not gonna be too many people. There's usually a lot of people there, so we're gonna try to make it manageable as much as possible. Other than that, reading wise, I didn't finish any books because I haven't read, but I still have They're There to finish that I'm close to finishing, and then Ava Lavender that I'm also very close to finish. So I'm gonna try to finish like either one of them this evening, but I do have a lot of stuff to get done. Last weekend, I was able to get a lot of my stuff done for my business, like planning ahead and filming and editing like in advance and scheduling everything. I was successful for most of it last weekend, but I started that during Saturday instead of Sunday, and I need to do that again this week. But tomorrow with the book convention, I don't know how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna start planning ahead at least today, I think. I also have last weekend's vlog to edit. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then try to read in between. I do need to charge my e-reader. I've been using it way more often than usual lately because a lot of my TBR is on here. So I'll need to charge it, but I can still read while it's charging. My charger is quite long, so I should be able to continue reading nonetheless. So yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs at my desk and do some sprinting of reading and working, editing, all that good stuff, planning, and trying to be as much productive as I can in this beginning of the weekend so that I'm not too much in a rush for Sunday. So that's the plan. So I guess I'll see you either a little later in the evening or tomorrow, depending on what comes next.
I didn't think it'd be this hard to go and try to let you down. At first for sure we saw forever and the distance, but the path of least resistance is the one where I don't see you anymore. And yes, I'm sure about my choices. I don't need you to take me home. And though for sure the bed is warmer by your side, oh please believe me babe, I've tried. You're not the one I thought that you were gonna be. I got you singing, ooh, I got the blues. I got you singing, ooh, I don't know what to do without you, baby. Ooh, you got the blues. And even though your heart is breaking, I got another man who loves to make me smile. Oh, he loves to make me smile. So can you just get up and go? Oh, you say the best I've ever had, I won't be bad, you drive me mad. I don't believe you when you say I'm gonna change. It's not that you can't break it down, yeah. It's just you didn't love me right. It will take time to get in line, crawl up the vine, you will be fine. But you will have to be fine on your own. I got you singing, ooh, I got the blues. I got you singing, ooh, I don't know what to do without you, baby. Ooh, you got the blues. And even though your heart is breaking, I got another man who loves to make me smile. Oh, he loves to make me smile. To make me smile. I got the blues, I got the blues. I don't know what to do without you, baby. Oh, I got the blues. And even though your heart is breaking, I got another man who loves to make me smile. Oh, he loves to make me smile. Oh, he loves to make me smile. Oh, he loves to make me smile.
So we're now back from the BookCon and I wanted to quickly do this small haul. So I only ended up having like one book for myself, and then we got a game, which was really interesting because they made like this game that was also like with books. They did a series of books that went with the game that is like fantasy based, and it was really interesting, and my husband really wanted to get it, and my husband is struggling with like finding things that brings joy to him, so I said yes right away. If it's something that he wanted, like that hasn't happened in a long time, so I gladly got that for him, and the rest of the books were for my son. So first off, I'm going to show you the game because that's the biggest part. We've got So it looks like this, and you have like this very simple rules from what I understood, and you have like 6 characters, I think, 4 characters. The books do follow the characters and adventures and stuff like that. From what I've understood, it is pretty easy to follow when it comes to like game rules, because they can get very, very complicated very quickly. This is ages 8 and up, so that's also very interesting because we will be able to play with our son. And usually these type of games tend to be a little bit too complicated to just follow along, and there's like too many rules and stuff, but this one seems to be like a simplified version of these type of games. So I thought it was really interesting, and they did have like quite a good deal on it for the BookCon, so that's great. And it's also made from this company, which is a Quebec company. They make games here, so I don't know if they're like made in Quebec, but it's a company from Quebec. Anyways, really interesting company, and they do have like great games, so we were sold. And then I got the 3rd book of the series, Ma vie de fill in blank. So this is the 3rd volume, and it was written by a friend of mine I went to school at university with, and she was actually there this year because last year I couldn't get any of these books signed because, well, she just gave birth, so obviously she wasn't there, but she was there this year, and I was really, really happy to be able to get her to sign it for me. And I was very glad to have seen her again because I haven't seen her like in a while. So yeah, really fun. And then for my son, we've got a couple of things. So first off is La Moufette qui pète, number 2, which is translated to Lucy the Skank Who Farts. And volume 2 is Against Moron Raccoons. It rhymes in French, but yeah, it's a very interesting book because they're quite like thick for young children, but they're funny and they're cute, and they have like still some good pictures in them, and the writing is quite big enough and not be discouraging them to read. So they're like chapter books, and we've read the first one. He really enjoyed it, but it's like 1 chapter at a time because otherwise it's too much. And we've got through the first one kind of quickly, so I was excited to finally get to book number 2. Actually, the first volume we got it like at BookCon last year, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have in the same type of books, so like big chapters, big writing, big font, and a little bit of drawings. We've got Les Éliminatoires de la Couche Stanley. So it's a wordplay on Stanley. It's not a cup, but Stanley diaper. In French it works. Don't ask questions. It is written by a French author, and this is a collection called Mini Big. So you have like the micro bigs, which we already own a couple of volumes, and they have like even bigger fonts. So they have maybe like 3 words per page with a lot of drawings. So like you can get through like a full thick book like this very, very fast, like in one setting. And then you have mini bigs that are kind of like in between. And then you have bigs, which are more like debut, like beginning of middle grade. So we're not quite there yet. So mini bigs are books that I find like are good in between for my son to eventually get to middle grade books. He is only almost 8 years old, so like he's not quite there, but still. Then we have another one from an author from Quebec, and it's called Dead. And there were like 5, 6 books like this, I think, and there's not necessarily an order, they're just like different themes. And this one is Le plus nul des explorateurs, so the worst of the explorers. So this one is quite thinner, but they do have like smaller font than the ones before, but still very accessible for a child like my son, who is just getting into the chapter books. So yeah, we're gonna have this one. And then we have two ninja books. First one is The Universe is a Ninja. The first book is the blue book. It is a graphic novel-ish. Yeah, I think it's classified as a graphic novel. The drawings are really, really pretty. It is from an author from here, and yeah, he's heard about it from school. I think the sixth one just came out, but we didn't have the first one, so one book at a time. We took volume 1. And then the other ninja book is quite interesting. We did get to talk to the illustrator of these books. So this is an introductory type of book, so it's not too big either, and it kind of introduces young kids, like really in my son's age, and it introduces them into manga. So eventually they'll be able to get to mangas. So they start off first with like ninjas, and it's in colors, and then it starts to eventually get into like, it's really, really pretty drawings, and then eventually they'll get to black and white, and then slowly transition to something like closer to manga books. What's really interesting is that the ninjas are actually learning like yoga poses. So they have like different things for the kids to also do and meditate and do yoga positions like the characters in the book, in the story, and what happens. So they have like a couple of yoga poses that they can do and practice. They also have some tricks in here at the end, and they also have like this, they have this poster that my son already took off the book, but you can have all of the poses there and put it on your wall, and that's what my son's been practicing since the beginning of this clip. And then you have like little stickers to train little ninjas every day, and put a sticker when you've done your training. So I thought it was a very interesting concept. They do have a couple of other books as well, and yeah, I thought it was amazing because it's not just about books and stories. It's also about like attention and concentration and like meditating. I thought it was an amazing idea, really. We did like a first round of stands before choosing the books we were going to purchase, because there's a lot to see and we don't want to like run out on the first books we've seen. But by the time we went to buy the book, he wasn't there anymore, unfortunately. But he did give us a signed little bookmark with a little drawing which I thought was cute. Unfortunately, we didn't get to make him sign the book, but it's okay. Then three more to go. So we have Captain Underpants. My son loves Dogman, so we went to the French version. He reads the French version of Dogman, so we got Underpants in French as well. This is book number 1, another graphic novel, perfect for his age. He really, really loves Dogman, so I'm sure he's gonna like this one as well because it's the same author. Then we have another one from a very well-known artist here in Quebec, Elise Cravel. So it's a book called Ollie, and it's a lot of meditation as well. And it's so educational what she does and how she talks about some stuff. So yeah, we really love her work, and this is the one he chose to get. And the last book is a comic book, and this one is an old comic book, and it's really weird because this week my son actually found, well, he's had it in his library for a while, on his shelves for a while. But my husband used to have like these comic books as well, and we had a couple of them upstairs in his room, and he started reading them, and it's called Gaston Lagaffe. So Gaston Lagaffe, for I don't know how to translate it. He's very clumsy. Yeah, I think maybe clumsy would be a good word for it. So he's very clumsy and puts himself in so many situations that aren't great, and it's just funny. Like, it's been around. The original author of these books died in 1997, so it's been a while, and it was a Belgian author. I think the publisher actually are the ones who reached out to this cartoonist from Quebec and to pick it up again. So it's a comeback of Gaston Lagaffe, and he actually did sign the book, which is amazing. So he drew this little picture here, which I thought was really, really nice. We did wait for an hour long because it was drawing in every single book, but it was really worth it. I'm really happy with that. And it's like so funny that my son actually found these books and like this week, and that we saw they were getting another book out. I didn't know that. But yeah, it was really, really fun. And that is it. That's all we got. It's still a lot. Not much for me, but it's fine. I don't mind. As long as my son's happy, I'm happy. And right now I am very, very, very tired. By the time we went there at 9 o'clock, we left at around 12:30-ish. By the time we went back to our car and all that and got something to eat for lunch, it's late. And it is the middle of the afternoon. I'm tired. There were so many people. At the beginning of the day, it wasn't too bad. But by noon, it was horrible. It was hard for my husband as well. So, yeah, we got back home, and now I just want to sit down and read. So that's what I'm going to do. I made some progress in Ava Lavender yesterday evening. So I am going to finish it now and try to finish there so I can move on to other books that I'm excited to get to. And that's going to be it for now. So yeah, on that note, I'll see you later with some reading updates. Hey everyone, so it is now Sunday afternoon. I went to my band practice and I vacuumed. I ate lunch, and here I am ready to get back to work. I did some reading yesterday, but not as much as I wanted to because I did get distracted with other things. But things are going great. I have finished a book, so like that's good. I finished Ava Lavender. I'm giving this a 3 stars. I had to think on it and to kind of like see what issues I had with it. So I'm not going to deny that this prose is beautiful. It really is beautifully and very creatively written. But I had a lot of issues with the characters, with consistency, which is one of my big thing that I have issues with. So I've said this before, I felt like we were reading through a history book, not like prose wise, but as like story wise, how it went. So I wasn't understanding why we were getting this backstory, and we were told it was a backstory in order to understand our main character's life. And it took like half of the book to get those backstories. So the pacing to me was a little off because of that. And then there was missing a lot of build up into like the main event, I'm guessing, that leads to the ending of this book. I didn't understand the ending. Like, why? This character that has been villainized was needed to have a little bit more of a build up, needed like more. It kind of was just there on surface, but nothing was grounding it like deeper and into the story, and it was just kind of there. And the way that the characters actually were dealing with it, we did not have the aftermath of that. Like we did, but we didn't. We don't know how Ava reacted to it, like how she was dealing with it. She never really, it's not that it wasn't talked about, it's that like we didn't see it on page. We didn't really learn what she's learned about it, how she was dealing with it, how I don't know how to explain it because it's not like it wasn't there. It just was very surface level. A lot of things in here were very, very surface level. And maybe that's why I had a big issue with it because the writing was so beautiful. The prose was really, really pretty, but it was mainly just surface level things. And I was wanting more to it. I feel like the concept was there in the author's head, and like they know how to write. It's just I don't feel like the author actually knew what she was doing with the book. I'm projecting. I have no idea what the author was trying to make, but that's the way I perceive it, is that like they were just writing and we're going to see what comes out, and nothing actually came out of it. Like nothing important was like between the lines where we could actually gain something from the book from reading this book. And I feel like I'm going in something a little bit too philosophical, but I don't know. That was mainly my issue. I felt it was very surface level. I guess that's it. Also the ending was like I didn't understand why the author went to that ending. I feel like they were trying to make something very tragic, but we were not invested in the characters like they wanted us to be invested, I guess. But it was very, very hyped as book, so maybe people were invested. But for me, I felt like the characters were not in depth enough to be invested into eventually leading to the tragedy that happened at the end. Also, it was not necessary to like what was happening was it was just not necessary. It could have gone like a million different ways, and the way that made the less sense was to end it the way that it did. So I don't know. A lot of things did not make sense to me. Some of the characters, like you see them when they were young and were told about them when they were younger and they were growing up and were bitter. And it's like love always messes everything up. But at the same time, that's not what was happening either. It was just weird stuff happening over and over again. And we still don't know why. This family had like weird genetic stuff happening to them. And like the more you went through Ava's story, those people that we were learning about in the backstory at the beginning, like where they are in the now with Ava was did not make any sense. I feel like I'm rambling, but like the characters that they were and the growth they've been through did not make sense with what we were seeing on page when we were reading Ava's story. Does that make any more sense? I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, consistency with the characters growing and like growing older did not make sense to me. I don't know. The reason it probably would have gotten like a lower rating if it didn't have like very pretty prose. So, and then I also made some progress in there, and now I only have less, no, 100 pages, 90-ish pages, yeah. So I should be able to finish this one today and start a new book. I do want to start Alice, so I might start that a little bit later. But right now I do need to get to work and plan and continue filming and doing all that because we're going back to work tomorrow and it's going to be a very big week. We are having like full 4 weeks, five days weeks for the next couple of weeks with the students. There are going to be very busy weeks ahead. So yeah, I'm trying to plan in advance. I had a hard time waking up this morning, but now I'm good. I feel energized, and I do have my coffee here to help. So on that note, I'm gonna stop rambling here and update you when I have more done. Princess is going to be sprinting at 2 this afternoon, so in half an hour, and I'll be joining so that I can get some stuff done. I'm gonna go get my coloring pencils and try to update my journals. I did already plan out, like drawn out the May journal, but I haven't put any colors in, and I'm probably going to try to make my June calendar as well in advance, because I know I don't usually have time to like draw them in by the end of the year. It's very, very busy. May and June are usually very, very busy for me, because in May we have my son's birthday, my own birthday, Mother's Day, and then in June it's the end of the year, so it's my mom's birthday. It's the end of the year, my mom's birthday. I have 2 concerts plus my students' concerts, Father's Day, and yeah, there's a lot happening in June and in May, which means I'm kind of running around getting everything done anyways. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna try to do that in advance now that I do have time a bit. So try to plan out more than a week ahead, and try to get a little bit more done on the other week so that I do have a little bit of advance. And while I do have time to do that, I'll try. I'm gonna go get my colored pencils and get to work. I'll see you later. so I'm going to try to make this quick to end this vlog. We are now Tuesday. I did want to make some progress into a new book before I actually close the vlog, but I didn't get to that, unfortunately. But I still have good news because I did finish They're There. I really enjoyed this, how it all came together. I was a little bit disappointed with the ending because we don't know enough, like, what happened to these characters. I was invested now, and I wanted to know how it was going to end up for them and how they were going to cope with everything that's happened. So I'm a little disappointed with that. I wanted more, basically. I feel like it didn't get enough, and that is a good sign, I guess. But other than that, the characters, the depiction of different lives within like the same community, how everyone is just connected together and were brought back together in a way in this powwow. Amazing. The way that this author did it, 5 stars. Really strongly recommend this book. And that's pretty much all I have to say for that. Right now I was editing this vlog, so I only have this clip left to film and edit, and I can upload it. I have not been scheduling my posts. I planned everything ahead, but I didn't film enough stuff for me to schedule and upload and all that. So there's that. I didn't edit anything because I didn't film enough anyways. I had a TikTok video that I didn't remember I did though. So that's good. I'm gonna edit that right after as well. So yeah, this morning I didn't have the first 2 periods. So I decided to just stay and do a little bit of more work before I go to school with my students. I'm all set up for the day anyways. So yeah, I wanted to also do another read with me video, but I wanted like a different setup, a different background. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, because at first I thought I wanted to use this beanbag that you see here, but I'm gonna have to throw it out because it smells. And I know it's not just smell. There's a reason for that smell that I wasn't aware of. So anyways, I can't clean it. So unfortunately, it will have to go. And I'm not buying a new one. So I'm a bit disappointed, but we'll find another solution, something else. I don't know what, but right now we'll go with that. So I'm gonna leave you at that, I guess, because I do need to finish editing all of this, upload schedule, and get to school. I do have a long to-do list at school as well. So I'm gonna go do that, and I guess I'll see you in the next vlog if you want to hang out. And thank you everyone for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.